See, so what I want to do is create some lyrics and I want to sing it over. I want to see for myself how it sounds. I remember when you said you loved me. I found the peaceful intent you kept me. I preach all day with you, my love forever. I remember when you said you loved me. I found the peaceful intent you kept me. I preach all day long with you, my forever. I call your name and you said I love you. I found your place and it's with me forever. See, so guys, I apologize for that. I went to the toilet. So it's much more how I feel that I have vocals already in the mix and it's a nice and beautiful chill mix. But what can I remove from the vocals? I mean, what can I remove from this track to put in some vocals? I definitely understand that it can be a vocal track. So it's more how it is. I see it starts off nice and beautiful and then makes its way into a nice and beautiful tone. I see, so guys, I have an appointment today, guys, with Depot, Injection, and also with Toastmasters. But I'm looking to understand straight away. I just made a new track. And what I need to do is start doing my YouTube channel. And I want to grow myself differently and I want to help myself to deliver content. So I'm developing myself in the best way possible and I'm looking forward to growing myself differently and I'm making sure that I'm overly in a better manner for myself. So I'm doing a great job, and what I need to do now is continue my YouTube service and finish off another playlist so I can develop much more strength. I need to love my life differently, and I need to grow myself in the best way possible. So today I have my depot injection, and I have to go and do that. I have to go and do that for myself. So I'm just learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to help myself to prosper in the best way. I'll get my disability support pension papers today, and I'm helping myself to deliver content. So it's much more how I feel. I'm loving life, and I need to develop much more strength in the capacity of loving life to go and dwell upon helping myself to grow. So I'm finding ways to improve my life. I'm helping myself to develop strength and authenticity. I could say, how am I doing that? I'm looking for ways to improve, and I'm doing a great job while at it. And I'm learning very quickly about life. But I can fall asleep now. But I have to be up. I have to be up and running my business. So it's much more how it is, guys. And as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life. And I'm looking to help myself to improve. So it's much more how I feel. Now I'm learning very quickly about just outperforming myself to do the best job I can to succeed. And time's flying. I mean, time's going by really quickly. I focus on helping myself to develop myself personally, and I'm helping myself to grow. So it's much more how I feel. So now it's 7 p.m. in terms of 7 a.m. now. I need to grow myself differently, and I understand straight away how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm helping myself to understand much more strength and capacity, and I'm delivering content. I'm cementing my future. I just made a beautiful track in terms of music production, and it does work out for me. But I'm getting tired. So I need to grow myself personally to get stronger. I need to find ways to improve myself personally. And I'm finding my way through life much better. And I need to grow myself to become the best version of myself, of course. So it's more how it is. So I'm just growing. I'm looking to do a greater job for myself personally. And that's it. I feel alive. I feel much more of a blessing to be alive. I've been up all night, just doing my thing. And I feel that I'm learning to grow, myself especially. And I'm finding a great deal of life span moving forward. So I need to grow. And it's much more how it is. I'll finish off some playlists over here. And then I can rest up a bit. I feel that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm helping myself to improve my daily life. I need to have a bath. I can just have a shower. I'm ready to quit smoking. I feel that no matter what, I'm a non-smoker now. I feel different. I feel alive. I feel much more of a blessing to be around myself, to grow and to learn. But what else can I do these days? I can just continue doing my YouTube service. I can make music. I can do a life coaching video. I can help myself to grow differently, and I'm learning very quickly about life. So I'm helping myself to improve myself personally. Delivering content. And that's it. I feel that I'm learning very quickly about life. I just made a track, Shiggity Bum. Go check it out. I feel like sleeping. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm helping myself to improve. So I'm just growing myself differently, and I'm helping myself to find a greater deal of life sequences. I see how much women care about me. I find myself better looking, And I'm growing myself differently, and I'm just making sure I'm delivering content the best way I can. So I'll finish off this playlist and then I can do something else. So it's more how it is, guys. So you have to find a way to grow your account and to grow yourself. It's much more how it is. So you have to find much more appreciation for yourself to grow. I wonder what happens after this life. So there's something better coming always. And you guys have to learn how to grow yourself. And that's how I feel. I feel I've been growing myself in music production, especially the past 7 days. It's been all music for me. I find myself happy. I'm learning quickly about life. And I'm developing myself. So I have a few more to go in this playlist. And that's it. I see it's much more how it is, guys. And I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to improve in my daily life. And I feel much more composure, for sure. And I feel that no matter what, now I'm learning how to grow myself differently, and it's much more how it is. I feel how much people care about me. And I'm learning very quickly to spot a better way of tempo for me, in terms of for me. I feel myself growing. I'm learning very quickly about life. And I'm helping myself to improve. So that's my playlist right there. So it's much more how I feel. See, Life Coaching Podcast is next, but I'm helping myself to grow differently, and I find if I fall asleep now, it will be much more difficult for me to wake up. So I'm learning. So what can I do now? I see it's much more I can either sleep or I can do something to help myself to succeed. See, it's much more how it is. I'm feeling life in a better way. I want to explain, guys, that I've been doing my music production and I've been getting better. I've been getting better with my music production now. I'm doing much better. I learned some things around distortion, and I learned to grow myself much more. But what I want to do now is just focus on myself over here. I've been drinking coffee, I've been smoking cigarettes, guys, and it's no good. I've been drinking black coffee, and I'm high on caffeine right now. And what can you do? I've been producing music really nice. I've been using Splice Sounds. I have to do my financing. I have to make sure I get myself ahead of the crowd. I just made my new track, Sacrificial, and it's going great. And I'm learning how to make hardstyle music. I'm just performing much better. I see the more effort you put into music production, the better you get. And I'm learning different architectures and different ways of doing things, but I see how I can get certain effects with Destructor, which is a plugin in FL Studio. And I have some great music that I made, and all thanks to me for trying. But I've been with FL Studio for 3 years now, and I'm coming on to my 4th year now. But I'm getting better, and I'm making better music, and I have some Psytrance modules that I made, so I'm proud of myself. And I did some linking up with my YouTube account. I still have to continue that, and I still have to do much more work concerning that. I have to have a shower. I have to have a bath. I jump in the bath. I'm luckily never in jail. Thank God. Thank God I'm not in jail. I had a few times where I could have been in jail. Really good. And I could have lost my driver's license totally. And luckily I have my driver's license. So soon I'm going to Germany very soon. And I'm learning very quickly about life moving forward. But in Serbia I plan to make music over there. I plan to do a lot of music over there. I plan to just do my life much better, but I'm enjoying my life much more. And I'm saying that because I do enjoy my life. I'm still young. I'm envisioning a better me in life. And I'm talking much more. But I have to uplift myself. I have to do what I'm passionate about. And I'm learning very quickly about life moving forward. So I'm learning very quickly about life. And as I grow myself differently, and as I perform and outperform myself, I'm looking to grow myself differently, and I'm making sure I'm developing core strategies to grow. But I'm trying to document my life as much as possible. And I'm talking it out with myself. And that's how it is. That's how you do life. You invest your time wisely, and you come back to the word I. And I can use my IUQ rule as well, where you speak with the U in action, and never cut your word I out as well. So I'm learning very quickly about public speaking and how people are in terms of life. I invested 2 hours of my life in Toastmasters recently, And all they made me do was sit down for the whole project, and they were talking to me a bit, but then at the end of the program they told me how everything was, and I told them how everything was. I mean, they asked me how was the program, and I said, yeah, I learned something from the program. I learned about certain people, and I'm learning very quickly about life moving forward. And since I'm actually learning very quickly about understanding my life sequences and understanding how life is, I'm performing and outperforming myself. And that's what you guys need to do. I can say you guys need to grow yourself and your business. I've been investing a lot of time into music production recently. I made like 9 tracks in 2 weeks. But the more music you make, the better you get. And I'm definitely learning. I have a vocal track. I made a vocal track with Diego Bay. And it's a beautiful vocal track. And I'll always keep it in my heart. But thankfully I gave the money for it. I created something that's nice and beautiful. I'm learning very quickly about how to make hardstyle music now. And I'm just developing myself. I made a psytrance hardstyle track. And I'm learning very quickly about using certain sounds and using different sounds and abilities to make different sounds come true. And since I have a whole storage base of sounds in Splice that I can use forever, I can always use Splice as my sound base. And I never need to get packs, because people make packs and kits like that, and kits and like that, and they make all these packs come true, and you can just use Splice sounds. But what else do I need to do in music now? I need to make a vocal track. So what I do is I start off with a melody. I make a melody and I use different synths. I use different synths for it. And I'm learning to mix and match. I'm learning to make music now. And now my actual music is skyrocketing now. But since I'm actually growing myself, and since I actually do life much greater now, I'm seeking better encouragement to grow myself personally and to deliver content. I can say content is king, guys, so the more you deliver content, the better you get. So what I want to do now is just grow myself. I can go have a shower, I can brush my teeth. I see, after every coffee you have, brush your teeth. After every coffee, and never fall asleep while you drink coffee. I mean, if you drink coffee and you fall asleep without brushing your teeth, then your teeth go yellow. Especially if you're drinking black coffee. I see what's to come in my life now. I take life one day at a time. I'm very young. I have this whole database of everything I've done is going on YouTube. I mean, everything I've done ever. I mean, all my photos, I mean, all my videos, I mean, all my audio programs and all my writing materials that I've ever done is all going up in the storage space of my Mega Drive. And that's going on YouTube as a link. And you guys can link into my Mega Drive from YouTube and from Instagram. But I'm learning very quickly about life. And just link up all my YouTube videos now, once and for all. and I just keep chipping out. I keep chipping away at it. I'm learning very quickly how to do that for myself. I'm learning with Danny Lim. I just let him be now. I've been messaging him, but he's not replying. See, John Wiseman's being honest with me. I have some friends nearby, but we don't hang around every single day. I mean, it's once a month that we hang around. You have to learn to be with yourself, guys. And it's very important to grow yourself. So make up your mind about what you want to say and how you want to do it. And I can use my IEQ rule. I understand that what's important, guys, now is delivering content and making sure I'm straightforward in my ability to grow. I cannot be with my dad while speaking to you guys, but my dad's over there watching TV, and he watches so much. He watches so much soccer these days that he lays down and watches soccer all night long. I mean, how do you do that? See, my dad pays the bills. I have no bills to pay. But that's changing soon. Eventually, I never want to move out of my mum's house. I want to be with my mum forever. I mean, if my wife wants to move out, then I can do something about it. I mean, if she wants to move out, then I'll move out. But that's how it is. And you transition. And you make a life for yourself and you work like everybody else. My dream is to go around the world music production and doing music production. I understand straight away that I just come back to the word I and I use my I code only. I understand that as I grow myself and as I quickly make more music, I'm getting better, and then I put it into a set, and I can use that one set as my broadcaster to go around traveling, and I pick my best music tracks that I ever made, and I put it all together, and I make a night for myself. I want to make one night Danny Milivojevic music. I want to make 8 hours of music, and I just want to go somewhere and make it free entry and people can come watch. See, it's all done through sponsors these days. Apparently, if you're that good, people will sponsor you. And I'm learning to make music now. But I am a music producer, and I'm learning quickly about life, and I'm learning how to have a great time with myself. But it's important to save your projects, guys. And keep saving every 5 minutes or every single 1 minute as soon as you can. Save your project so that you never lose out on what you've done. I'm learning how having a girlfriend is different. I have no girlfriend at the moment, but I never need a girlfriend right now. I'm not in the stage of having a girlfriend right now. I'm in the stage of just being alone and working on my projects. and just uploading music online into YouTube slowly, and just growing myself personally. And that's it. Honestly, you guys have to deliver content, and you have to do something remarkable. I mean, you have to enjoy the journey. I mean, for me, it's about traveling as much as I can. I understand straight away now the borders are opening up in Victoria and stuff like that. And I've been to Victoria. I've been to Melbourne. I mean, Melbourne's nothing special for me because I've been there. I've been there for 4 months. I mean, Melbourne's something special if you want to go DJing in a nightclub for the first time. Then it can become something, but you need to sum up an audience to watch you. Because if you have no audience, then how are you going to perform in front of a crowd? I mean, you need an audience to watch you grow. I feel like socializing, but at the same time, I feel like talking to you guys. I have so much to do. But making way forward. I'm making my way forward now. And I'm uploading what's important into YouTube. And everything else is done. I have all these quotes that you guys can find now. I mean, you can find all my quotes in my Mega Drive link. I mean, quotes I've always made. And I came a long way. I came a long way since 5 years ago. And you have to develop yourself, and you have to push yourself to speak in front of crowds. And you have to speak fast. I mean, you have to really talk fast when you're public speaking and when you're developing yourself. But I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm understanding veganism helps me so much. I mean, veganism helps me to get the food I need and the drink I need, and shows me what's important as well. I mean, it's a dream come true to be a vegan. But now living the dream of veganism is the best way forward. And you have to be a spokesperson, and you have to deliver content, and you have to learn. You have to learn a lot. And you have to find yourself attractive, and you have to be someone who's learning on the go about life and taking it easy on yourself and making sure that you're giving ideas and looking forward to a great life for yourself, which is important. I've been taking my time. I haven't been watching YouTube much. I've been just doing music production. But who's to say that I will never travel the world when I will? I travel the world all the time. I travel worlds apart. I travel everywhere in my woods. I mean, that's where I live. I live in the woods. I mean, it's the best way to live. I mean, this life shall pass you by. And what you've done in the world is your true persona. I mean, you understand? I mean, what you've left behind is the best way forward. I mean, the more you help people, the better. And the more you help people, the more you help yourself. So you're finding much more interest in talking, and you're learning very quickly about life, and you're helping yourself to become the best version of yourself. I understand there are people in prison right now. I mean, there are people 10 years in prison, 5 years in prison, and they're for lifetimes in prison. They're stuck in a jail cell. I mean, you understand? I mean, like rats. I love rats. I love people. I love what you've done in the world. I'm happy. I'm happy for people who are killers. I'm happy for people who are miserable. I'm happy for people who are negative. I'm happy for people who are fat and obese. I'm happy. I'm happy and I know it and I clap my hands. And I'm happy and I know it and I clap my hands. I'm not sure about anything except my word I. But I'm learning very quickly. You must understand that you must be happy. And you must be happy regardless. So I'm never upset. I have to be happy. But who's to say that maybe in a few years' time I try to gather up an audience on YouTube somehow. I'm learning quickly about all the deeds that I've done. And everything I've done has led to this point. So I'm learning very quickly how to summarize my life in a better way. I have to have a shower as well. I have to have a bath, I have to have a grooming session. I have to take care of myself. I have to go and get clothing. I have to get my DJ deck. I've been giving money for vocals. I've been doing my life. I have some money, but I'm getting more money on Tuesday. And I'm just slowly going at it. I'm slowly becoming a better version of myself. I have to develop myself, so the best way forward is read something and talk more words. I mean, the best thing you can do is talk more words all day long. And just find a perspective in mind and give out your content for free. Because you're leaving a legacy behind, so learn from it. I mean, learn from having a nice and beautiful attitude and learning how to grow yourself in the best way forward. And I never need to give my Mega Drive key to anybody. I want to make sure I never lose my phone because I have no passcode on my phone right now. I see what I can do is lock my phone every time I go out somewhere, just in case. I have no security passcode on my phone. I see it never worries me, but I just make sure that I never lose my phone. But the first thing I'll do if I lost my phone, I never lost my phone, but if you ever lose your phone, the first thing you do is you go up on Mega Drive and you secure a new password for your Mega Drive so nobody can get into your Mega Drive. Because if somebody presses delete on my Mega Drive, actually there's a lot of content I made on Mega Drive, and that's how it is. So be careful, guys, and make sure you never lose anything, because it can happen. I mean, somebody can steal your phone. I mean, somebody can go into your bag and steal your phone. I mean, somebody can never return your phone either. I mean, in a sense, so especially if you're overseas somewhere, and if you lose your phone, then how are you going to call somebody and how are you going to pay for things? So it's important to lock your phone. I use the swipe up function because it's much more easier for me to go into my phone. So it's much more easier for me to never have a passcode on my phone. So I can just swipe up and it just goes into my phone. And I work faster this way as well. I have to make extra notion to the fact that I never lose my phone. I have to make extra security in terms of I have to be extra alert about where I put my phone. And music now is going better for me. But what I can do is I can make melodies now. I can make some melodies, I can make music in different tracks in terms of different keys. And it's important also to name my tracks differently in terms of life and to have different keys. But DJing is coming up for me soon as well. I have money, I never asked my dad for money. I've been paying for cigarettes. And it's stupid to smoke cigarettes, guys. I'm not stupid though. I'm very comfortable right now, I'm growing myself. I'm always trying to be in discomfort in terms of I'm always trying to grow myself. But the best way you can grow is consume content. I mean, the more content you consume, the better. But also get smarter with your words and use alliteration and use similes and metaphors in your communication. And take people into the stars and make rainbows and make sure that you have cats and clowns on top of the rainbow. And then make sure you fly into Star Wars movies. And then going into James Bond of growth. And then making sure that you understand James Bond. And then you get all the women and all the men out there and you just have fun. But it's much more how it is. I made some beautiful music. But hardly anybody listens to my content online. And rarely do people listen to me online. But I'm just one of many in the world. I'm just here to persuade myself to grow. I'm here to make sure that I become much more in life. I have an appointment in the morning. I have an appointment in the afternoon. I've had enough coffee for today. I see sometimes it's nice and beautiful to have a pause in your communication so that you can develop content and so you can grow yourself. But it's nice and beautiful to sit down and just talk. And the more you talk, the better for you and the more you can grow. You have to pick up business skills and you have to see what people are doing these days. But they're all making products to sell. And then they advertise it on YouTube and Facebook. I'm in no position to do that at the moment. I give all my content for free. And I just go by day. I live my life day by day. Pretty much just make sure you have food and drink and accommodation for the day, every single day, and make that your primary goal. And never be homeless, guys. I mean, make sure that you work when you have to, so that you can grow yourself and so you can have kids. I mean, if that's what you want. But it's important to have kids in this lifetime so you can be a father or mother of somebody, or just to understand the experience about being a father and mother. I understand some of you out there have no interest in doing that, but it's definitely something to think about if you want to be a father or mother, or if you have the goals to become a father or mother one day. But if you never become a father or mother in this lifetime, then never ever be upset, because Jesus Christ has no kids either. But we are all children of God, and it's about growing ourselves the best way we can. So you're learning very quickly about life. And that's it. Pretty much you just learn how to grow. Learn how to become much more. I'm glad I'm not in jail. I could have been in jail a few times. I've been to jail. I've been in a jail cell for 12 hours. And they fed me like a dog. Huh. They put cereal on the need for the jail cell and they feed you like that. See, anyway, so what I want to do now is I can go have a shower. I'm going to do music production. I'm going to do a life coaching video. I can talk to you. I can upload content. I can go and link my YouTube account. I can socialize on the internet. I can watch live contents or stream music. I can close my eyes and speak to you. I can go lay down on the bed and sleep. So I have some things to do. I can do my financing. And there's always more to do, guys, so make sure you're developing courage and strength to talk and to understand how to talk much more. And you have to learn. I can read something too. I can consume content. I can consume content and also link my YouTube channels. I can watch Netflix. All I feel like doing is just relaxing now. I feel like just making sure I'm developing myself the best way I can. I wish to put my dog over here inside the room so I can watch it. But my dad never allows dogs in the house. I can watch wrestling. I can watch some entertainment. I can listen to music. I can watch live concerts. I can give you ideas. I can write an audiobook. I can document my life. Life is a constant way of life. I'm never struggling, but money that never defines me. I'm promise you, the money in my pocket never defines me, guys. I never need kids if I have no money. I do have money though. The more you make, the more you can do. You need to grow yourself. You need to learn how to prosper, and you have to learn how to talk. I'm always learning. I can upload my content now and I can just talk. But what I want to do is learn something. I want to learn. I want to grow myself and learn. I can watch people. I can watch what they're saying. I can do my life greater. I can become somebody. I love soy milk. I drink soy milks a day. I drink 3 soy milks a day. it's more than enough for me. So I have around 70 kilos. I've lost some weight. I feel it. I feel I've lost some weight. I'm eating healthier. I can have a bath, but I can have a shower too. So at the moment I feel like a shower. I can just do my life greater. And I'm learning. I'm learning to grow. I'm learning to become better. I'm thriving. I have to learn something. I mean, constantly you have to be reading something and you have to be doing something. I mean, you have to go through life, loving life. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, caffeine is like methamphetamine. I mean, it keeps you up all night. Daddy Milivojevic. So if you are interested in what I'm doing, I'm just talking. I'm feeling Latino heat. Can you feel the heat? I lie, I cheat, I steal. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Yo, mamacita, get that passion past those. For love like a charm. One woman isn't enough, amigo. I miss Eddie Guerrero, man. I'll let him be. I'm sure Eddie Guerrero is watching. See, he passed away from a heart attack. So he was only 38 years of age. See, too much steroids. And that's why he died. So he was always looking good in physique, and he always had the physique. But too much steroids. And his heart popped. I understand Ziz as well. I mean, Ziz has a great body. But he died at 22 from steroid abuse. I mean, it's lethal. I mean, Avicii died from alcohol abuse. I drank alcohol recently, and I never find it attractive. I never find alcohol something to drink. I was drinking alcohol, but it made me like a fucking swamp. I mean, it never made me feel good. I have Massive coming up on Saturday. I mean, now it's a Friday. See, it's coming up on a Friday now. I'll get to go Massive. I have to be up all night. I'll go Massive. I'll go chill and relax. I see John Wiseman never wants to come because he has a girlfriend. But he never wants to tell me that. So I'm just learning. I'm growing myself in the best way possible. I'm looking to just grow my music. I'm learning something, I'm developing myself, I'm developing my talent. I can go watch artists, I can go watch these people make music. That's something interesting to do. I never feel like a shower right now. I went 8 days without a shower, guys. 8 days. Because I had no money for a towel. I had no money, I had no $10 for a towel. And I was scraping by with rent. I was living without my dad. I was scraping by. And then I returned to my dad, and then I went to hospital. I stole his knife, and I threw it in the gutter. And if the police finds it, they can put me in jail for about 2 years just for doing that. Because I carried out the knife. And it was in my back. It was in my backpack. So it was in my trolley. It was in my suitcase. And I see how it is traveling around Australia. I had an excellent time. I had a good time. But I was alone on the journey. I definitely learned some stuff. I learned some financial hazards. I learned how to keep my money. I never go prostitutes, guys. I never try to fuck prostitutes anymore. I last for 5 minutes. I last 5 minutes in sex. In terms of, I come in 5 minutes. And I never did any cum shot to the face ever, but one woman did suck my cum. And that felt good. Now she's kissing somebody. I'm learning how Brittany, this girl that I was going out with, she truly did love me, and I never had that love for her because I never did love myself in that point. I was never able to handle her. I was never able to be with her. But she was the perfect match for me back then. She understood me. She understood me in ways that only she could. She accepted me for who I was, and I was very fat. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm developing my life, moving forward. I have memories of having sex with women. I'm learning very quickly about life. But it's getting morning now, so it's becoming morning. So life passes you by. I upload all my content now. I upload everything online. I see to get a new vocalist, but I need to get myself new clothing. I'd rather let it be with the vocals. I only have so much money. I practice making instrumental music and I learn to grow. I develop myself. So there's so much content out there that you can absorb, but I just absorb Jesus Christ content. I understand Jesus Christ is the best way to live life. Everything else is side hustle. See, if you truly live like Jesus Christ, you have health, and you have wealth, and you have everything you ever want. It's the best way to go about it. I study the Bible every single day. I read as much as I can. I'm learning, and that's how I feel. I see you guys, so it's time to grow, and it's time to learn. So now what I want to do is just sit around and talk. I have my mum coming up very soon. I'll get to see my mum. So thank God for that. And I'm learning very quickly about understanding that life's going back to normal now. I have Massive in the morning. Actually, I have Massive in terms of this nightclub that's called Massive. I'm going to Massive. And I'm going for a hardstyle event for a bit. To sit around and just chill and listen to music. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm picking up clues in terms of how I make music. And I'm making music from scratch. But I'm looking for a better way to deal with life now. I'm ready to make music now. And I want to also develop my ability to do my YouTube videos much more. I have to link everything together. I see now what I want to do is just grow. And I'm learning very quickly about understanding that it's getting late. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. I'm not hungry now. I just had some soy milk. I had some soy milk. And soy milk is German for soy milk. And I'm learning how to grow. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel I can go and study something. See, it's much more how it is. I feel I'm doing my part. I said if I were to die today, I left everything behind as much as I could. I'm learning very quickly that people can find me on my Instagram for the next 100 years. I mean, they can find me. And people can find me, I love I. So it's much more how I do greater in terms of my word I. I'm learning to persuade myself to do much greater. But what I want to do now is just grow myself and just talk. I'm learning very quickly about life. So what I want to do is grow myself differently and outperform myself in a better way. And I want to help myself to grow. I'm learning very quickly about life, so it's much more how it is. I'm learning to grow myself and outgrow myself. I'm ready to quit smoking too. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm a non-smoker. I'm a non-smoker now. I have to stop drinking caffeine. I have to go early to bed. I'm learning very quickly about life and I'm helping myself to develop certainty and much more clarity in terms of life. But I'm enjoying myself in the process. I'm learning to grow up. I'm learning how life is. And life is just do it. I mean, understand, just like Nike says, in terms of the Nike brand, says just do it. I'm learning very quickly about life, so what I want to do is my YouTube channel, and I want to just keep going. I want to upload some YouTube channel. I want to upload my content online. So I'm just focusing on helping myself to grow. So I just go playlists, and I'm delivering content, of course. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm going to do all these videos. I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to do better. So it's much more how it is. And you guys have to learn how to grow. You have to always develop yourself into the best possible human that you can be. And you have to learn how to grow. So that's why I'm always growing myself the best way I can. I'm working, I'm doing my great job that I can do. I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to develop freedom and certainty. And I'm helping myself to grow, so it's much more how I feel. Slowly start doing my YouTube videos while I talk to you guys, and that way I'm getting ahead of the content that I'm doing, and then I just continue. I'll continue slowly making my way forward in life. I have all night to do this. I see 4 hours of doing this. I can tell you right now that I can do it. I can speak, I can help myself to nourish myself differently, and I'm learning very quickly about life. So it's much more how it is. So that's music teasers done. See audiobooks. I'm learning very quickly about just helping myself to grow. I gave $500 for someone to read my audiobook. I gave it for free. I mean, that's the way it is. I gave it away for free. And let it be that way. I understand straight away that I've made a lot of financial mistakes in life. And I want to do my financing as well. I have a shower. I want to brush my teeth. I want to get into the studio as well. And first of all, I just want to do my YouTube channel. I do my YouTube channel, I relax, I enjoy, I talk to you guys. And that's it. I mean, what else can you do? I make sure that every single video on YouTube that I post, and that I did post, has my Mega Drive link. Because it's all gateways into my Mega Drive. And that way, once I finish it, once I do it, and once I finish it all up, I can rest assured that you guys can find me forever. So that's the good thing about life. that you guys can find me, and I can lock up the Mega Drive key, and I never give my key to anybody. I lock up my Mega Drive and I go on, and I go forth into my direction. Unless my Mega Drive goes down or something and they get out of business, which I highly doubt. But anything's possible. But it's the best I can do. So I'm learning quickly about life. I made some nice and beautiful tracks. I made some nice and beautiful music. I'm proud of myself. And you have to develop talent, ability and skills to grow. And you have to do life, everything alone. I mean, you have to do life alone, and you have to do everything alone these days. But you have to explain yourself much better. And you have to grow yourself, yeah? I'm doing it all quickly. I'm doing my nice and beautiful YouTube channel. I'm doing my nice and beautiful YouTube channel quickly. And that's it. I keep going. I just do this in the next day very quickly, and I'm learning very quickly about helping myself to grow. So it's much more how I feel. Life changes, and you have to understand that life is different all the time. So you have to grow yourself in the best way possible. I have to do some Bible studies with Jesus Christ. And I have to grow myself differently and definitely. So I'm just learning. I'm learning to grow. And as I grow myself, I'm looking to perform and outperform myself in the best way possible. And I'm helping myself to grow differently, and everything's nice and beautiful now. I mean, people have access to my information online. A little bit that way. I just found out I could have posted my affiliate link, but let it be. I'll move on. Well, sure, nobody gets that money anyway, except I. So I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm helping myself to absorb information to do better. And I'm finding a great tool of life moving forward. And everybody's different, guys, so you have to grow yourself in different ways, and you have to find aspects of life differently, and you have to grow yourself. I mean, I'm growing, and since I'm growing, I'm doing a greater job now with my music production, especially now. I'm doing a great job with my music production. And that's because I'm following my heart's passion. And that's how I feel. I'm learning very quickly about life, so it's much more how I feel. So as I grow myself differently, I'm definitely improving myself. I'm doing my best to have a great time. I'm practicing Serbian here and there, and I'm learning very quickly how to do life. And that's that. I see as I grow myself, I'm doing a great job moving forward. And that's what you guys need to be doing. I can say you guys need to be doing a great job for yourself. I have a few more uploading of my music tracks to do online, and I'll do that very soon. So it's just how it is. So I'm learning very quickly about life moving forward, and I'm helping myself to deliver content. And that's it. I'm just getting comfortable. I'm getting comfortable doing my life in a better way while I talk to you guys and while I get more mature. But I'm branding myself nicely, and everybody has to do it, and there's no excuses. Everybody has to brand themselves like I do, to be somebody. And that's what you guys have to do. And as I grow myself differently, I'm showing for it. I'm showing a greater deal of courage and respect for myself. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm curious to see if I can quit smoking cigarettes. And I'm learning very quickly about life that I have something to do, which is my life. And I'm learning very quickly about life, so I'm documenting my life, and that's a dream come true. I mean, it's a dream come true to be documenting your life, guys. I'm learning very quickly about having a YouTube channel and doing something on YouTube to support myself. But that's how it is. And as you grow yourself, you learn. And you find outcomes, and you find different ways of dealing with life much better. So let's have a look over here. See, 1 minute acting series. I mean, did I do this? So yeah, I did. See language series. I see music series, 1 minute music series. I'm learning. I'm doing a great job for myself. And I'm developing myself personally. And luckily I'm doing music production as well as life coaching, because many people just do life coaching, but I'm doing music production and life coaching. I'm a music maker and also a life coach. So I find myself much more practical than most people. So I see them just socializing with other people, but the more you socialize with yourself, the more successful you get. Danny Milivojevic. I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm helping myself to do better. So it's much more how it is. And you guys have to learn and grow. And that's how it is, guys. Promise you, life happens for a reason. And you have to grow. And you have to outperform people. And you have to outperform yourself. And you have to do something. Promise you guys have to do something to increase your lifespan, to get healthier, to give ideas, and to love life. So I find myself much more inspirational. But I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm almost done with these playlists. And I'm doing everything by phone these days. I'm improving myself in my dictionary, and I'm learning how to become a man. I'm a man, but I have to become a better man. I have to do a greater job. So let's have a look over here. I have music production series. See, did I do these ones? I say, yeah, I did. So, yeah. Singing series, acting series, Balkan series, language series, music production series, music sound teasers, live seminar videos. I mean, that's that. I mean, there's only 277 videos to go. I feel I've already done these once. So there's only 277 videos to go. And that's alright. I mean, that's better for me. So let's have a look. I mean, let's just do it. So I just tagged 277 videos, and then I call it a night. I then go and do some nice, beautiful learning. I go and learn. I go and do my finances while I talk to you guys. I get myself back on track with things. So it's much more how it is, guys. I'm learning very quickly about life. So it's much more how you guys need to grow. And as you grow, you find something to say and you find something to do. But while I was in Toastmasters event just recently, I found that they were just making I find that they were making it all about themselves in that group. And then they want me to give them value at the end of the night. So I gave them value. And they gave me value too. But it's really, I gave myself value. Because I started working on my YouTube channel while they were doing their thing. And I learned a new skill, so it's more how it is, guys. So I'm learning very quickly about life, and I'm helping myself to do a better job for myself, personally. I'm looking to finish these videos tonight. I'm looking to do all my YouTube channel with links tonight, in terms of this morning. and then I go about my day. I'm going to do something different. I have to upload my music as well, but I'm almost there. I mean, once I upload my music online, then I'm on top of YouTube. I'm on top of everything. And I keep going. I understand that I'm doing a great job for myself personally. I find myself very positive, and people never find me positive. I see they never want to follow me much. I find myself attractive anyway. I'm doing a great job now. I'm getting on top of social media now. And I find people watching me, but I need more audience. I need more of an audience to watch me. But people are always watching me over time anyway. So I have all the audience in the world. And all I need to do is just provide more value. I find the more I speak, the more I see what to do, and the more I go about a better way for myself personally. So it's much more how I feel. And I'm doing a great job for myself personally. So slow and steady wins the race. I see, since I'm actually linking everything up now, I'm learning very quickly about outcomes and personal preferences, and I'm helping myself to deliver content much greater now. I have so many fashion photos that it's so inspirational to have fashion photos of yourself. And nobody compliments me upon my fashion photos. Honestly, they never compliment you if you do fashion photos. And now you must understand that nobody ever comes up to me to say, hey, I love your fashion modeling degree. I mean, nobody ever. I mean, it's like they're jealous. I mean, they're jealous of me, I promise you. But they never say, Danny, you look very good with your fashion photos. Or, Danny, I love your fashion photos. I mean, they never care about my fashion. They call me gay. Unfortunately, people call me gay. I mean, call me what you want. But I have to brand myself, man. And that's the way it is. You have to brand yourself. And the best way to brand yourself is to do more fashion photos of yourself so that you can grow. I have to remove that video there. I mean, there's a video of Grant Cardone there.